Hello, McAllen. We're here on the road at Champion Lakes Golf Course. With me today are two very important people who are putting on this great event for the drive, chip, and putt that's coming up. We have Carlos Espinosa, the golf pro here at Champion Lakes Golf Course, and of course, Denny Moline, the director of the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department, who puts on all the hard labor to get this thing going and invite the community to join in. Carlos, talk to us about the second annual drive, chip, and putt.
You know, this is the second time we have the opportunity to partner up with the Parks and Recreation Department to host this great event. As you may know, the qualifiers advance and have the opportunity to actually go to Augusta National the week of the Masters tournament, which is being played, ironically, this week. We're inviting all of the boys and girls ages 7 through 15 to join us. It is going to be a magnificent event as it was last year. We got food, we got a big old leaderboard screen for them, and everything's going to take place on May 2nd starting at 2 o'clock. We also invite the parents to join us. This is a family event, Roy.
Denny, what does McAllen Parks and Recreation do to put on this great event? I was here last year. You had a lot of spectators, but also a lot of participants. And it's great because y'all are sort of creating the next Tiger Woods out there.
Yeah, we hope so. And so, again, partnering with Carlos here at the golf course, the team comes in, we do all the logistics and operations for the setup for the event, based off of what, Carlos, his vision is here. And so, yeah, it's a fun time. We get to get out here, get the kids out here, and hopefully, like you said, we find the next Tiger Woods.
Carlos, the Southern Texas PGA puts this on. They called you, I remember last year, gave you a few months to set this up, and you did a fabulous job just because you had over 100 participants. Talk to me about last year and what you're looking forward to this year.
Yeah, they actually gave us a few days. I think they called us 2 weeks before we took on the challenge. We have such a great team with the Parks and Recreation Department that we felt we could do it. And, not to paraphrase what the STPGA representative said on that day, we set a new standard for this event. And so we were very proud and very happy. We had a couple of kids that advanced almost all the way to the finals. And so, again, the main thing is for people to know this is a family event. It is free to everyone, and no experience is required, so everyone is welcome out here. And it's become so popular, Roy, that we encourage everyone to sign up now. And you go to McAllenParks.net to sign up, or you can go to the Champion Lakes website to also do it, championlakesgolf.com, because there is only a few spots available. And let me say one more thing. If for whatever reason you go to the websites and the field is already full, don't worry. Come on out and join us anyway. Get to see and experience the event so that the kids get interested in the game of golf, which ultimately is the main goal of the tournament. So.
I know our department helps out by providing coverage of the event, and we were here last year, and it looks like the real thing. To me, I'm not a professional golfer. You are. You've lived that life. But what you do to provide these kids that experience is incredible. Denny, have you ever seen something like that in your backyard?
I have not, and so one of the things that we tried to do, the quality of life for our residents in McAllen is very, very important for us. Anything that we do or put our hands on, we want to give those residents the experience to make it look like it's a real thing, right? And so, we try to do our best to give that experience, and I think we do a pretty dang good job at doing that with all of our events.
The kids had to do 3 different challenges.
Correct.
Talk to me a little bit about that, Carlos.
Yeah, so the 3 basic skills of golf are the drive, the chip, and the putt. And so we set up 3 different stations, and at each one of those stations, the kids get 3 shots, and then they get points based on the results they get. And you award prizes per skill, and then the overall winners. So, and those are the overall winners are the ones that advance to the next stage. But again, it was a really, really good event. it was the real thing, is what I want to say. And to be able to use the resources that our Office of Communication offers, be able to put it live on the City of McAllen YouTube channel was just beyond what I ever dreamed of doing with the event. So I want to thank Parks and Recreation, the Office of Communications, everyone that helped us make that event so great last year, and I know it's going to be even better this year.
Danny, is there anything that you need from our community support, sponsors, anything like that?
Yeah, just come out here. It's a great event. It's for the community. Sponsors, we're taking in sponsorships right now. And so again, you can call our office at 956-681-3320. And we'll connect you with Ms. Moreno, our sponsor director. And then also, like Carlos said, it's for boys and girls of all ages, 7 to 15, right? Go to our website, McAllenParks.net, register now. Spots are filling up pretty quick. And so we're just very excited to have this opportunity again, and just want to thank everybody for their partnership on this.
Yes, folks, on May 2nd, that's when the event's going to happen here at the Champion Lakes Golf Course. I know as a spectator myself, when I came out here to see the kids go through the challenges, it was just incredible. Y'all did an incredible job, McAllen Parks and Rec. And of course, this man here, Carlos, always does a phenomenal job, not only for the golf course, but for the city of McAllen. So thank you very much. And of course, we're going to hear from the Southern Texas Professional Golf Association spokesperson next. We now have a very special guest from the Southern Texas Professional Golf Association, John Milner, who's bringing down drive, chip, and putt to McAllen on May 2nd, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
John,
Sure.
Talk to us about this program that y'all are sort of promoting here in South Texas.
So just to give everyone kind of a brief rundown of Drive, Chip, and Putt, it is a joint initiative between the Masters Tournament, the USGA, and the PGA of America. And, the idea is just kind of providing a gateway for children that are of all levels of golf and, skill sets to join a golf program and get involved in the game. It's a free event for everyone that participates. And the idea is just like, hey, let's just get these guys introduced to golf, with the idea being focusing on the three foundational skills of the game, drive, chip, and putt. It's a fun competition, simple competition, but the rewards are pretty massive with if you reach the national finals, that is at Augusta National Golf Club. So really exciting event and initiative just to get kids involved. And then on our side, as the Southern Texas PGA, we kind of operate within the PGA of America realm, and we offer qualifiers in our section. And we're excited to be back at McAllen in 2025.
This is the second year at Champion Lakes Golf Course in McAllen. How did it go last year, and what are you hoping for the future?
I can't tell you how blown away we were when we arrived on site last year. Kind of like I mentioned when I told you about Drive, Chip, and Putt, these events are typically pretty simple. And we're lucky enough to host 13 different qualifiers. And McAllen was the first one in all of the nation last year. And we showed up, and, Carlos Espinoza, the head pro at Champion Lakes, just really went above and beyond in what he was offering to the kids, what he offered to our staff. It was truly such a unique experience. And kind of what I told Carlos and, some of the kids on site last year is you don't see this level of production, at any local qualifier until you're at Augusta National Golf Club for the national finals. I've been privileged to go attend that 2 years, last year and the year before that. So 2023 and then 2024. So just seeing that firsthand, like I don't say that lightly, with the big screen, y'all had a news channel, filming the whole event, broadcasting it over YouTube, super unique. No one else in the country does that. Like, I can promise you that. So just an awesome experience for the kids. And then I know our staff enjoyed it. Like I said, we were just blown away by the hospitality and the level of production that went into it. Carlos really, went above and beyond, and the whole city did. So it was really, really awesome stuff.
What are you hoping for this year? Because I know that last year you had like 118 participants. This year you're almost going to reach your max, or have reached your max at 140. Where do you see the future of this, and why do y'all do it with so much passion?
Yeah, so I think, like you said, we had about 118 kids registered last year, and I checked right before this. We're sitting at 133 this year, which is awesome. We love seeing those numbers go up. So we're 7 away from the maximum capacity. I see this, continuing to grow, and I would love I'm probably going to talk to nationals after this and say like, hey, maybe we should bump up our max capacity for this event, because obviously there's a passion for junior golf and passion to participate in drive, chip, and putt in McAllen, Texas. So
I know the city of McAllen, Champion Lakes Golf Course, and of course the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department couldn't have done it without the Southern Texas Professional Golf Association. So we'd like to thank you, because I think you inspired a lot of kids to start the game of golf. I mean, it's a lifelong sport. So you're really shaping minds down here about golf. Any last words you would like to say?
yeah, I think kind of like you said, that's one of our mantras with the Southern Texas PGA. We're trying to create lifelong golfers, and that starts at junior golf. It starts at taking the first step, and that's something that drive, chip, and putt offers. Really, just trying to expand, the amount of promotion that we can give you guys and the junior golfers down there, because we know how passionate you are, and that shined through last year for sure.
Well, John, we will see you here May 2nd for the drive, chip, and putt in McAllen at the Champions Lakes Golf Course. And thank you very much for your time. For the city of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.